Hello and welcome. I wanted to address a very common question that I get from my students. The question has to do with multiplying a variable that is of type float times a real number. So in this case I have defined two variables, hourly wage of type float and weekly pay of type float. And I want to take my hourly wage times the number 40.1 and assign that to the variable weekly pay. In this case, this will not work as long as hourly wage and weekly pay are assigned as float types. The reason is this is trying to take a float type times a real number, and Java does not know to automatically cast the real number to a float type. So I have to specifically tell Java, all I have to do here is add this f at the end of this real number. And that tells Java, hey, cast this number 40.1 to a float type, and then it will say, okay, I've got a float type that is 40.1. I'm multiplying that times a float type that is hourly wage, and I'm assigning that to a float type that is weekly pay. Those all match, it will work. So up here, this will not work. If I add this f and tell Java, hey, this 40.1 is a float type, it will work. Now, if I'm working with doubles, such multiplication does work. So if weekly pay and hourly wage are of type double, I can multiply hourly wage times a real number. This will work, and I do not have to add the f after the 40.1. I hope this has been of some help. Please write to me if you have questions.